The sports leagues have basically conditioned all the super fans and fans alike to not really look at the players as people, that they're commodities. They're here to be bought, sold, and traded amongst each other, amongst all of us. And any complaining or bark back against the owner should be seen as disrespect. In some cases, it actually is disrespect to speak about somebody this way. But just arguing about contract stuff is, you're still getting paid millions of dollars. So why are you arguing? Why are you complaining? I wish I could play this way. I wish I was able to actually be able to live the life that you live, in whatever case it is. I wish I was able to do that. You can't care about the player's mental health and be a super fan of the sport. I personally believe it's impossible. There's a player on the Cardinals that killed himself last week. RIP to him. And you just see the NFL. The NFL posting, hey man, RIP, condolences to him, the team, and the family. And it's shocking. It's like the same NFL that was hiding brain scan, was hiding the link that football has to CTE. That same NFL is posting, hey man, condolences, man, RIP. The same NFL that has players like the Chiefs player back in the early 2000s who killed his girlfriend, then killed himself because of CTE. The old player on the Steelers that was shocked himself and glued his falling teeth back into his mouth because of CTE. But I care about players' mental health, man. I actually care about them. I do. I really care about them. You can't say that then complain about Guardian caps. You can't say that then complain about all the rules and the football has they've put in place to make the game safer. If you want a rough sport, if you want or care about the player's mental health, you should understand why these rules are in place. And if you don't like the product, don't watch. And you can say the argument, oh, but this is what they signed up for. They signed up to get hit in the head. Okay, cool. Yes, they do sign up to get in the head. So when a situation like this happens, where the player on the Chiefs in the early 2000s who ended up killing his girlfriend and killing himself, you cannot have a sense of sadness, be like, oh man, mental health is such a real thing. No, you cannot say that this is the game they signed up for, and then when something that happens because of the game they signed up for happens, you can't just automatically revert back to, hey man, prayers. No, I don't believe it. I don't believe that there's a reason why people can get hit in the head seven times a game for 18 weeks straight, and think justification for it is because he gets paid $5 million a year. It's okay. Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant's a great basketball player, one of the best actually. But that Kobe mentality shit has done severe damage to the psyche of sports fans, because that is the standard. If you're not an absolute slave to the sport you play, there's no genuine reason why you should even try. If you're not in there 24/7, dedicating your entire life to the craft, there's no real conversation we could have. And now let's use Kobe as an example. RIP to Kobe. And God forgive me what I'm even about to say. That man was a slave to this system. He was a slave to basketball. He worked his butt off. He quite literally sacrificed 20 years of his life and dedicated it toward the game of basketball. And of course, they rewarded him handsomely because he was a very commercialized player and they promoted him well, only for him to only be able to enjoy it for 3 to 4 years before he passed away. Kobe Bryant, the guy that everybody loves. He gets love worldwide. Dedicated his life to the basketball. He dedicated his a good majority. I'm pretty sure the overwhelming matter of fact, his whole life to basketball, only for him to be able to enjoy the fruits of his labor for 4 years. And of course, that's not the situation that he didn't kill himself. He died because of an accident. But really put it to perspective for you. Kobe Bryant, the person who dedicated his entire life to basketball, only was able to enjoy it for 4 years of his life before his life got cut. But And now we have a player right here that happened last week. Where in a similar situation, he was in the middle of committing his life to the sport that he played and takes his life. We're not meant to look at these people as actual players. We're not meant to look at them as actual people who walk around, who breathe the same as us, who have families that actually care for them. No, it's because of the job they do. And any complaining or any bicker or any fight back because of it is met with massive disagreement on why don't you just shut up and play. There's a little thing say shut up and dribble in basketball. Because you get tired of hearing these sports players complain about something and just say, man, your life is so easy. You get to play a sport every day. You get to wake up, you get in a private jet. Oh, your life is just so good. I wish I could do that. And I just look at all y'all crazy. I look at all these sports players crazy. Because, of course, you've been told the dream that you can change your family's life using your body. So, because I can dribble this ball well, I can get paid millions of dollars because of it. All right. Before anybody, if let's say I have children and they say they want to play a sport, I'm like, all right, you want to go pro, right? All right, cool. I'm gonna list the common injuries that you're gonna get. And I said, okay, you're gonna tear your ACL eventually, probably gonna tear some of your knees. By the end of your career, both your knees probably gonna be gone. You might tear your Achilles, worst come to worst. You're gonna have arm tears, shoulder tears. You're gonna have all this stuff. Are you actually willing to go through this stuff to get this money? I feel like there should be a sign that before you commit to this sport, look at it. Look at all the injuries that could potentially happen and decide, is this really worth it? Is it really worth it that by the end of my career, I could barely walk? Shannon Sharp had to get double hip replacement surgery because he could not lie down, sit, stand without being in pain. Is it really worth it? Is it really worth getting paid all this money to play a sport that you love? Yeah, you love it. But is it really going through all the training, all the rehab, all of this for this amount of money? Is it worth it? Because there's no amount of money that's, to me, that could convince me, you know what? I want to go out on a football field and get hit for 60 minutes. Even though it's one time a game, I can't do it. And then if I tear something, I'm alone during that process? No. Mm-mm. There's nothing in me that can convince my mind that getting paid 50 million a year, 100 million a year, if that I could go bounce a ball around and then run the risk of potentially ruining my entire life and never really being able to do this shit anymore. Because after you stop playing the sport, you got to live a regular life. Like, you've made all this money, sure, whatever, but you still have to go live your life. You have to wake up and walk around. Like Kevin Johnson at the end of it, he literally said he was just sliding around because his ankles were so messed up. Is it really worth it? Is all the money that they promise you, is all those millions that look so glamorized, is it really worth the wrecking your body over? Like, there was an image of Kobe. Speaking of Kobe again, there was an image of all the injuries he had and all the time he missed. And I looked at it. And for the first time, this was around the first time I ever really started paying attention to basketball. And I was like, fuck out of here. He tore his Achilles his Achilles. He Jason Tatum and Halliburton tore their Achilles. Kevin Durant tore his Achilles. Tearing your Achilles is almost guaranteed your career will never be the same. And of course, we've had more progress and stuff like that. But sentiment still remains. By tearing your Achilles, your career is probably over. Or blowing your knee out is probably over. Nick Foles broke his foot, his femur. I'm pretty sure he broke his tibial or femur bone in his leg. And it snapped on both bones. I had to get 17 surgeries and do years of rehab before he could even touch a football field. Is it really worth it? Is all the money that they promise you and all the glamour and glory that comes with playing a sport, is it really worth sacrificing your body over it? Is it really worth it not even being seen as a person, being seen as a commodity? But you get paid millions of dollars a year. Is it worth it? Because to me, it's not. It never has been worth it. It never will be worth it. Do I enjoy watching sport? Yeah, sure, I enjoy it. I would. I enjoy watching football. I'm a fan of the Saints. I love it. Right? Go Saints. I love it. But I'm not attached to this shit. I could stop watching football tomorrow and I'd be perfectly fine. I could stop watching all sports tomorrow and be perfectly fine.